You guys remember when we got Johnny Depp, Amber Heard? Yeah. We buried our heads in that for like 3 months and then looked up and women had lost some of their reproductive rights. Isn't that cool? That's so fun. Now I don't even know what the distractions are anymore. I'll see something happen and I'll be like, this is awful. And my buddy's like, that's just a distraction. I'm like, that's the distraction? What is going on? Punch the Monkey should be our distraction right now. But it's not, it's our coping mechanism. That's where we've landed as a country. It's crazy. I don't want to brag right up top, but I have never had sex with a Isn't that? That's pretty good these days, right? I didn't even have sex with a when I was a I think people have trouble dating because they don't want to be honest with themselves what they're looking for. I talked to a buddy, he's like, I know exactly what I want in a woman. And I was like, oh, what? He's like, I just want a girl who's super horny and wants to get high all the time and play video games. I was like, you're looking for right? That's what you just described to me to a T. You nailed it. I remember being 13. That was most of it, wasn't it? He got mad at me. He was like, oh, gross, I'm not gay. I'm like, that's not the bad part of what I just told you. You're not paying attention either, apparently. That's crazy. I was like, you might be on a list somewhere. We're gonna have to take the long way around the school, right? You know? It's crazy to me. There's still some guys who are so homophobic, they won't answer a hypothetical question truthfully. There's still some guys you can ask that insane question to, of would you suck a dick for $1 million? And they're like, oh no. Yeah, the answer's yes, right? I'm like, what are you talking about? You're broke, you have unpaid parking tickets. You're complaining about your bills and you won't take a good job? That's on you, that's bad business. Also, what makes you better than every girl who's done it for significantly less? That's a quality, I think. What makes you better than the you know, fun? You guys remember the Bubba news from a few months ago? That was fun, wasn't it? That was a fun news day. His brother, for no reason, we didn't know he existed. He's just like, came out, he's like, guess what? Trump sucked off Bubba. And then went away. And a bunch of people are like, Bubba's Bill Clinton. The president sucked off Bill Clinton. And for a day, we had that going. Even Bill Clinton woke up that day and he's like, I'm in the news for getting my dick sucked again? What year is this? This is insane. Who did it? What? And then like a day later, Epstein's brother's like, no, Bubba wasn't Bill Clinton. And everyone else is like, yeah, see, he didn't suck off Bill Clinton. Bubba might be a horse. And that was better to a lot of people. That was more acceptable. I personally think the hardest part about sucking a dick for $1 million would simply be you do have to come to terms with that's probably the best thing you're gonna do with your life, right? You never met like an oil tycoon and he's like, well, the way I made my first million, I still got scrapes on my knees to prove it, you know? What happens you don't take that insane offer, your shitty job years down the line at like Target ringing people up, just like, boop. God, I should have sucked that dick. What am I doing here? Why do I have a job? Your day job dreaming of the dick you didn't suck? That's way gayer. That's like the gayest thing you could do, probably. Take the few minutes of discomfort, get the money, get out the game, take care of your family. What are we doing here? You know who would be the most disappointed if I didn't take that crazy offer? My wife. Exactly. She'd be like, we don't need $1 million? Guess who's never getting a blowjob again? That's me. Yeah, I got married last September. Thank you, appreciate that. She needs a green card, so we'll see. That's not why we got married, but she does, and it's a new world out there. It might be a short marriage, I don't know yet. She can't even come visit right now. You guys ever been cock-blocked by the United States government? I don't know if you guys read any of the files. Cock-blocking, not a thing they do. They're more of a wingman. We don't have any kids, for a lot of reasons. No kids. I got a dog. I got a big pitbull from a kill shelter. Yeah, thanks. I don't know how many kills he has, but he lives with me now. That's pretty cool, right? No, he's a good dog. Just because we put someone in a cage doesn't mean they belong there, right? Yeah. I always forget the food I can feed him, like the human food. I know no chocolate, grapes are bad, avocados, and then there's other weird things. But I never know what he can eat, so I do always search first. And I was having some Doritos the other day, and I Googled, I was like, can my dog eat this? And now it comes up with AI at the top, and AI was like, no, don't feed that to your dog, it's really bad for them. And then right under it, it was like, you also shouldn't be eating this. I was like, well, I have been for like my entire life. What do I do? Do I have to go to the vet? He's the only one with a doctor between us. I'm just feeding him everything I eat. I'm like, go tell the vet what we ate, see what we need to do. I'm just texting with the vet now. I'm like, he's got a rash on his nuts. What should he do? The vet's like, isn't he neutered? I'm like, yeah, it's where his nuts should be. I don't know. He's like, I'm gonna need a picture. I'm like, all right. He's like, these are your nuts. Why did you just send me a picture of your nuts? I'm just... You guys ever take drugs and they kick in at the wrong time? Most of the time, right? I had some acid on a day off in Pittsburgh. I was like, oh, I'll take this acid. I'll go to the Andy Warhol Museum. That'll be a fun day off. I took the acid. I took the bus down to the Andy Warhol Museum, walked around that boring-ass museum for an hour. Acid didn't kick in. Second I stepped back on that city bus, those doors shut. Acid kicked right in. I was like, this is not the Modern Art Museum I wanted to be a part of. This sucks. There was someone painting. It was with his own shit in the back of the bus, but he was painting, technically. Did you guys, I carry around a white lighter. Did you guys know these are bad luck? Fuck, someone's like, oh no, the devil. Dominion. I didn't know that. People always tell me they're bad luck. No one's once turned down the lighter. They're like, those are bad luck, and then light up whatever drugs they wanted to do. I found out the reason a lot of people think they're bad luck is there's a myth that a lot of the people in the 27 Club had one on them when they were found dead. Which, isn't that cool to overdose on drugs and blame the lighter? In that case, black belts and silver spoons, also bad luck. It's also bad luck to do next to the pool. That's bad luck, don't do that. It's bad luck to get shot in the face. That's really bad luck. Don't ever shoot yourself in the face. I'm sorry if this set goes sideways. I accidentally took 2 multivitamins this morning. That's too many vitamins, right? 200% of all of the daily vitamins? I know what you're thinking. I took one, I forgot I had taken one later, and I took another. No, this was way dumber. I shot them back from the bottle because of alcohol. And I got 2 in my mouth, and I was like, you should spit one of these out. That's bad for you. And the real thought I had to have to just swallow both of them, I was like, you do drugs. Extra vitamins, probably not going to be what does you in, right? That'd be crazy. Probably need them. I was like, take more. Yeah, I've been trying to eat healthier lately. I don't know why, though. Nothing makes me feel better than when I'm living in a way where people are like, your lifestyle is going to land you in an early grave. I'm like, you fucking promise that? That'd take a lot of stress off me, honestly. Most of my stress comes from continuing to live. You got to pay bills, keep working, deal with people's bullshit. It's a lot. It's exhausting. Maybe I made enough money already. What if I could just put the rest of my life on a credit card? That'd be cool, right? Why are credit cards not considered gambling? That's you betting you're going to make so much money in the future, you can pay for all your past mistakes. You bet on yourself? That was stupid. Why would you do that? I was on EBT a few years ago. That's a dumb move. This country really makes you feel like shit when you need help. I don't know if anyone's ever had to do it, but you have to call and do an interview. They ask you all about your finances. The lady on the phone cut me off and she was like, hey, did you know you don't make enough to pay your rent? I was like, I do. That's why I'm calling for help. What? I'm not calling you because I'm crushing it in life. I'm calling because I'm broke and want to keep eating. Why are you bullying me? They took away my benefits when I was $200 away from being able to pay my rent each month. They're like, you can almost afford your rent. We don't want to demotivate you by feeding you. We gotta keep you hungry, keep that fight in your stomach, you know? I'm doing okay now, though. I'm no longer like one random bill away from being homeless. I'm like one random bill away from having to listen to ads again. Which that's like the new middle class. That's pretty good, right? That doesn't make any sense to me. Why do companies spend millions of dollars to advertise to all the people who can't afford $12 a month? They're like, you want lawn furniture? I'm like, I want a lawn. How the fuck do I get one of those? I don't even have a balcony. I live in an apartment. Why are you trying to sell me things? This is so stupid. I have an emotional support animal letter for my dog so I can keep him. I don't have to pay extra fees. And the emotional support animal letter, that's the one for poor people. Rich people get the service animal one. That's the one where you can take your dog wherever. Emotional support animal one, they just can't kick me out of my apartment and I don't have to pay pet fees. That's it. Getting the emotional support animal letter feels the same as getting the medical marijuana rec back when we had to. You guys remember that? They're both very similar. They're both scams. Did you know that? Medical marijuana rec, you'd go to like a rundown strip mall, you'd walk into an empty storefront, past an armed security guard, into an empty room that had a copy scanner printer and a guy in a lab coat who claimed to be a doctor. You'd hand him 150 of your dollars. He'd hold up a list of things that could be wrong with you, and you'd go, that one. And he'd go, here you go, you got legal weed, isn't that cool? Emotional support animal letter, it's very similar, except they make you talk to a fake therapist for a half hour, and it's all about your mental health. So it gets dark very quickly. The first question they ask you is, do you ever think about suicide? I was like, I'm gonna say no, or I feel like you're gonna make me talk to someone else. This is gonna be a longer day. I was like, no, you're not gonna trick me on the first question. I'll still be here to take care of the dog. For 30 minutes, they ask you about your mental health, why you think the dog would help. I thought if I answered enough correct, they'd just like give me the letter. They do make you talk the full half hour, then they just give you the letter. They don't care what you say, but I didn't know that. So it got towards the end, and I was like, oh, they're not believing me. I better swing for the fences on this. They're like, is there any other reasons that the dog helps you with your mental health? I was like, I don't know. Sometimes I can't sleep at night, and I stay up and think about how old my parents are getting and how many birthdays and holidays we have left and how I miss so many because I'm always on tour. I tell myself I won't regret these decisions, but I probably one day will. But then I look over at my dog. He's never going to see his family again. He seems fine, so I don't know. Honestly, he's happy as shit. He's doing better than most of us. Maybe that's not the answer. I'm gonna go smoke some weed to finish this call. Therapy is stressing me out. All right, my name's Eric Freedman. You guys have been a lot of fun. Have a good night.